Eala edges out Ukrainian foe for winning start in Indian Wells. Filipino tennis star gets better of Diana Yastremska. Surviving a barrage of power hits and long rallies, Alex Eala outlasted Diana Yastremska 7-5, 4-6, 7-5, to storm into the round of 32 of the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells and set up a rematch with world number 4 Coco Gauff. In her debut match at the Desert Tournament, the 20-year-old Filipina and world number 32 and 31st seed showed grit in a gripping three-set duel against the world number 52 Ukrainian that stretched to 2 hours and 43 minutes. The deciding set was tight from start to finish. The two were locked at 4-4 and again at 5-5 before Eala fired an ace at 40 to move ahead 6-5. Momentum swung both ways in the tense 11th game, but the pride of the Philippines eventually held her nerve to close out the victory. The win improved Eala's head-to-head record against Yastremska to 2-0, following her earlier triumph over the Ukrainian in Eastbourne last year. Next up is a reunion with Gauff, who eliminated Eala in the quarterfinals of the Dubai Tennis Championships in the former's last tournament before the opening leg of the Sunshine Double. The American advanced with a 6-3, 7-6, 5 victory over unseeded Kamila Rakimova. Both Gauff and Eala received first-round byes for being among the tournament's 32 seeded players. Indian Wells marks Eala's 7th tournament of the season after campaigns in Auckland, the Australian Open, the Philippine Women's Open, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Dubai. Get more of the latest sports news and updates on spin.ph. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. Sunrise on the Desert Court, how Alex Eala staged a gritty triumph in Indian Wells. March is a time of transition in the tennis world. The cold remnants of winter give way to the warmth of the California desert, and at the grand stage of the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, California, seeds of potential bloom into stories of perseverance and triumph. For many players, this tournament, often dubbed the Fifth Grand Slam, offers a chance to stake a claim among the sport's elite. For Alex Eala, the moment was more than just a match. It was a testament to growth, resilience, and the belief that dreams can be realized with grit and heart. At just 20 years old, the Filipina sensation has become one of tennis's most exciting young talents. Entering Indian Wells as the 31st seed, she had already captured attention worldwide by climbing into the top tier of the Women's Tennis Association (W) rankings, a significant achievement for a player from Southeast Asia in a sport dominated by traditional powerhouses. But in a landscape where youth meets seasoned experience, every match, every point, becomes a milestone. The stage is set, a familiar rival in the desert. Eala's first on-court challenge in the Indian Wells main draw came not from an unknown qualifier, but from a familiar face, Diana Yastremska, a 25-year-old Ukrainian veteran known for her powerful groundstrokes, tenacity, and WTA experience. Yastremska had battled her way through qualifying and carried momentum from a strong win over China's Zhang Shuai. This matchup was more than just another opener. It was a rematch of their previous meeting at the Eastbourne Open in 2025, where Eala had dominated Yastremska on grass. That earlier meeting gave the young Filipina confidence, but Indian Wells, played on hard courts under the intense California sun, posed different conditions and a higher level of stakes. A clash of styles and hearts. On match day, the atmosphere was charged. Indian Wells is known not only for its competitive tennis but also for its vibrant and diverse fanbase. A growing Filipino contingent was in attendance, drawn by Eala's meteoric rise, providing roars of encouragement with every point she secured. Supporters of tennis from around the world, meanwhile, soaked in the drama of rally after rally, aware that this was more than a routine contest. It was a battle of wills. From the opening game, it was clear that neither player would yield easily. Eala's strategic left-handed serve and deep baseline play met Yastremska's aggressive power and experience. The first set unfolded like a tightrope walk, every point contested, every game heavy with consequence. Brimming with determination, Eala captured the set 7-5, thrilling the crowd and gaining the early psychological edge. Yet, as in all great narratives, the tide shifted. Yastremska, refusing to be outdone, surged back in the second set with renewed energy. She took the set 6-4, asserting her presence and reminding spectators that battles are often won only halfway through. The contest was now squarely in the balance, with both players poised to seize the pivotal moments ahead. The decider, grit, grace, and the unexpected turn. Tennis, at its core, is a mental game as much as a physical one. In the deciding set, the players traded blows like heavyweight boxers, long rallies testing not only skill but emotional calm under fire. With the set tied at 5-5, the match seemed destined for a dramatic conclusion. Then, in a sequence emblematic of Eala's growth, she broke Yastremska's serve at a crucial juncture and held her own serve to clinch the set 7-5. The final point was a microcosm of the entire match, a fierce exchange, a test of nerve at deuce, and then, when it mattered most, a clean winner that sent Eala raising her racket in celebration. The stadium erupted not just for the scoreline, but for the story behind it. A young woman chasing her dreams and delivering under pressure. What this victory means. This win marked an important moment for Eala. Her Indian Wells debut victory propelled her into the round of 32 and set up a blockbuster rematch with world number 4 Coco Gauff, one of the sport's brightest stars. Such a matchup promises not only high-quality tennis but another chance for Eala to test herself against the upper echelons of the WTA Tour. More than rankings or next rounds, however, this match symbolizes much more for Eala and her supporters. Validation of growth. From junior prodigy to a player capable of grinding through a long, high-pressure match at a premier event, this win reflects the maturation of her game. Global recognition. Success at Indian Wells elevates her profile not just among Filipinos, but across the international tennis community. Cultural impact. As one of the few elite players representing the Philippines on tennis's biggest stages, Eala's achievements resonate deeply at home, inspiring young athletes and expanding the sport's reach. Voices from the match. Spectators and commentators alike praised Eala's composure and fighting spirit. Forums buzzed with admiration for her ability to hold firm through multiple match points and long rallies, highlighting how she embodied the resilience of a champion. Even those who watched casually were struck by how Eala responded to adversity, a quality that separates great players from good ones. Her opponents, too, can be seen in a nuanced light. Yastremska, a player with years of experience on tour and a reputation for tenacity, pushed Eala to her limits and helped shape a match that felt like a test of character as much as tennis skill. Looking ahead, the road continues. With her next challenge against Gauff,